I learned how to ride a motorcycle in 8 hours by taking what's called a Motorcycle Safety Foundation course, or an MSF course. The MSF is a US organization that offers motorcycle education, and they have a course called the Basic Rider course, which teaches you how to ride a motorcycle with absolutely no experience. The Basic Rider course is recognized by the Department of Transportation, so in a lot of states, the MSF course is all you need to get a motorcycle license. To sign up for a Basic Rider course near you, you literally just go to the MSF site and put in your zip code, and it'll give you different locations where you can take it. The cost of a Basic Rider course will range between $50 to $300, and it's going to depend on where you take it. You could take it at the DMV, or at a community college, or even at a Harley-Davidson dealership, but it'll depend on your location. I personally only had the option to take it at a Harley-Davidson dealership, which was $300. And depending on who you take it with, you might have to spend money buying your own gear. I personally had to spend another $300 buying gear for my Harley-Davidson course. So the course format might vary depending on your state and where you take it. I'm going to talk about my experience with Harley-Davidson. So my course included one e-course, one classroom day, and 2 riding days. There was no written exam for my MSF course. In some states, there is. So starting off with the e-course, you have access to this the moment you sign up for the MSF course. It's 5 hours long, and it has learning modules, knowledge checks, and a bunch of videos. You can't skip anything or go through it quickly, so it's actually going to take 5 hours. And you should definitely pay attention because it's going to teach you all the parts of the motorcycle, things that you should do in different scenarios, and things that you're going to discuss in the classroom and actually use in the riding session. I actually recommend taking your e-course closer to your actual MSF course so you could actually retain everything that you learned. So now for the actual MSF course that you signed up for. For Harley-Davidson at least, it is 3 days long. The first day is going to be a classroom day. This will be a 4-hour day where you show up, you get all situated, you sign the waiver. Because it's at Harley-Davidson, there's a lot of propaganda because they want you to buy a Harley. So you're going to tour the dealership, you're going to watch a lot of like Harley-centric videos, and then you get to sit on the actual bike that you're going to be training on. After that is when the fun starts because days 2 and 3 will be your riding session days from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So literal 8-hour days. And by the end of the first day, you will learn how to ride a motorcycle. So day 2, you're going to show up in the morning, you're going to go straight to the range, they're going to assign you a bike, and they're literally going to teach you how to mount onto the bike, all of the parts of the bike. You are going to take it very, very slowly. So they follow the MSF's Basic Rider course curriculum, and the curriculum all builds on top of one another. So you literally learn step by step. So one of the first exercises that you're gonna do on the bike is put it into neutral and literally just move it around without like putting any power into it. And then the next one you're gonna do will be like actually driving in first gear, and it's just gonna keep building on. And so this day is gonna be full of those basics with like turning, upshifting, downshifting. You're going to learn all of it by the end of the first day. Harley-Davidson also gives you this cute little book, and in between sessions you might take some time to reflect together as a group about like things that you've learned. So day 3, or the final day of the MSF course, is going to be another full riding day from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and you're just going to continue on with the exercise that you left off on in day 2. Day 3 is a little bit more fun because the exercises get a little bit more advanced. You're going to learn about merging, you're going to learn about your turn signals, driving over obstacles. It's a lot of fun. The last like 2 hours of day 3 will be used for the final writing examination, and I assume that if your state offers the written examination, you would do that as well. But the writing examination consists of 5 exercises. So for the writing examination, you go one by one, whereas in the exercises, you kind of ride together, which can be a little nerve-wracking, but it is things that you've seen before. They're gonna be like a compilation of different things that you've learned, like coming to a stop, weaving between cones, doing a U-turn. It's not going to be anything crazy that you'll have a hard time remembering. It's honestly going to take like 3 minutes to get through each one. So the criteria for the writing examination is a pass-fail. So if you lose more than 15 points, you fail. If you lose less than 15, you pass. And there are different things that you lose points for, like putting a foot down, going out of bounds, things like that. For me personally, I lost 10 points out of 15. I lost 5 for putting a foot down during a U-turn and 5 for not going fast enough in second gear. But it's definitely possible to get a perfect score because 2 of the women in my class got them. So once you're done, you go back into the classroom, and if you pass, you get a fun little certificate, and an MSF card. Your MSF card will serve as proof that you took a motorcycle education course, and depending on your state, it'll have a certain expiration to it. Also, depending on your state, you could use that to get your motorcycle license. You can also use your MSF card to get a discount on your motorcycle insurance. In my state, my DMV counted my MSF course even without the written exam, and I was able to get my motorcycle license. So how do you prepare for your MSF basic rider course? Honestly, you don't. And the reason why you don't, especially as a new rider, is because they are going to teach you everything from scratch, and they are going to teach you the proper technique. For literally any skill, it's a lot easier to just learn from scratch than to try to break a bad habit. I would recommend preparing by number one, getting used to the weather. So if you're taking it during the summertime, get used to the heat. You're gonna be in like a parking lot situation. You're gonna be in full gear. It's gonna be really hot. And then number two, don't do any strenuous exercise, especially if you're a new rider, because you're gonna be really sore. Also number three, if you had to buy any gear for your class, I would recommend breaking into your gear. So wearing your helmet for a little bit, breaking into your boots, things like that. So what do you wear to your MSF course? For my course, we had to wear anything long-sleeved and then some jeans. For our gear, we needed our own helmet, leather gloves, and boots that cover the ankle. Your helmet must be DOT certified, and you have to be able to cover your eyes. So either your helmet could have a drop-down visor, or if you need to, buy sunglasses. So for me personally, I wore a long-sleeve white t-shirt and black jeans. If I could do it all over again, I would wear lighter jeans because I took it in the summertime. You're also gonna have to pack a couple of extra things. For instance, you get a 1 hour lunch every day. If you're near anything, you could go out and grab lunch. If you don't wanna do that, bring your own. You also might have to pack things for the weather. So if it's gonna be raining, bring rain gear. If you're taking it on a hot sunny day, I would recommend bringing extra sunglasses. Bring sunscreen if you easily burn. If I could do it again, I would have packed some more snacks for myself, like little oranges or something. Okay, so I have 3 final recommendations if you are going to take the MSF course. Number 1, if you have more than one instructor in your course, try to talk to all of the instructors and get information from them. Sometimes things just click after someone explains something differently, so I highly recommend doing this. Number 2, try to talk to people in your course and make friends. My course was ladies only, so we all got along really well, and by the end of it, we all exchanged numbers and made a group chat. It's so nice to know that I have this network of other people who ride so that I could ride with them one day, or I could get advice, or we could just hype each other up. And then lastly, I would recommend buying good gear if you plan on getting a motorcycle soon. I was really cheap with my gear because I didn't think I would buy a bike so soon, but then I did. And now I wish I could return everything and get something nicer of higher quality. So yeah, that's literally it. The MSF course is so doable and beginner friendly. If you have any thoughts about getting into motorcycles or wanting to learn how to ride, I highly recommend starting here. I know the Harley Davidson one is super expensive, but I honestly can't recommend it enough because it was so great. The nice part about taking it with Harley is that you do get a discount on their merch while you're taking their course. I actually bought this little thing while I took it. They also offer an additional practice session, which is like 1 day of practicing for $50. That's valid 90 days after you take the MSF course. So this is perfect if you buy a bike within 90 days and you want to go try it out. You could literally drive it over there and take that course with your own bike. Also, the age range for my course was literally from like 19 to old enough to have grandchildren, and everybody in my class was amazing. They were all women, they were able to do it, so I highly think that you would be successful and you should absolutely take it.